MrMaD business, bitch. Coming at you, prima gotta denim, motherfucker. So, today, I'm getting lightheaded when I scream with one eye, and I've been drinking a little bit. I tend to black out, I guess. I don't know. Whatever. So tonight, got a couple of these. Well, this is directly after the last video that obviously you guys are swarming in now. No, just a couple of y'all. All right, that's fine. That's cool. Respectable. I respect it. Anyway, got a couple things here. This is basically a piggyback off of this. I had two videos about this thing, the EverCade handheld, the original, and also the EverSD flash cart for this device. I finally got this thing up and running. It took a little while to figure it out. I got like an 8 gigabyte SD card, which has every single cartridge that you could buy for this device. Cartridges are normally 30 bucks or so, but I think they came out with like around 40 something. But I'd rather just have everything on one thing. That way, if I ever, lose this device or the SD card, I'm not losing the entire library of physical cartridge games that I legally own. So this is the original EverCade. I don't think they had any acronym or any pending info. It's just EverCade handheld. So as you can see, when I have the EverSD installed with all the games, it should boot up a little menu here. All right. So this is okay. Well, anyways, it's just giving you a bunch of little warnings. So EverCade, and then you should have every single. Well, I should have every single collection. So, what the hell does that say? Atari collection, whatever. It's just every single cartridge that they sell for 30 to 50 bucks a piece. I have them on this one SD card, right? Up to the latest, which was, I don't know, Bitmap Brothers, something like that. I thought they had Tomb Raider on here. Well, it's not exactly, yeah, they did have the Tomb Raider one. They had the Legacy of Kain one. So I have every single shit. All right, anyways, this is really cool. Not a fan of the screen, personally, but it's not too bad. But the same company, Blaze Entertainment, released a couple new devices. Well, I don't know if they're new, but they're similar hardware. And when I found out that the EverSD works on these, I had to get them. So I'm up to 2 now, but I did place a pre-order for a Neo Geo limited edition version of this. This is called the, I forget what the fuck it's called. SuperPocket? I think it's SuperPocket, and it's by SuperMegaFunTime or something like that. HyperMegaFunTime. I don't know what the hell the company's name is, but it's licensed from Blaze Entertainment anyways. So this is the first one I bought here, and I'm kind of upset that I missed out on the wood grain model, but this is the Atari, the regular Atari version. And like I said, this is number 3. I believe there's like about 5, 6, or 7 of these released, each individual handheld. So they want you to keep buying individual handhelds. But these are kind of cool because they have the, whatever theme is built in. So this has 50 Atari games built into it. So you don't need any card or anything like that. It's got it right in the device. So I guess in a sense that's kind of worth it because these are only about 50 bucks each. So if you're gonna buy a cartridge that's 30 bucks, you're getting a whole nother, playing handheld for an extra 20 bucks. So to me, it's kind of worth it. I like collecting handhelds. HyperMegaTech, that was the brand. HyperMegaTech, but it's also officially licensed, I believe, yeah, I want to say this is officially licensed. So you're getting actual, you know, Atari licensed games on here. And like I said, this is number 3. I believe they have a not Comcast, what the hell am I saying? Capcom one, which I think it might be this one. They also make a Taito one. Like I said, I got the Neo Geo one pre-ordered. I don't know when it's going to start shipping. There's a couple other ones. I forget exactly, like CPS Classics or something like that. I don't know, but this is the Atari one. So before we open this up, let's open all of this other shit up, right? Just unbox everything here. So let's go into this one. I believe this one might be the Capcom one. I do want to collect them all, you know, because I'm an addict. And yes, I put the T in addict. Because I'm addicted. Ed. No? Oh no, this is Technos. So it's not the Capcom one, but this comes with 15 classic arcade games. So they're the actual games from the arcade. You know, in ROM form, and then you're playing them through emulation. So it's nothing really special. Like you could do this on your phone if you really wanted to. Your computer, anything, any device can play emulation easy. But like I said, it's just collectible things. This was number 4. So I'm still missing 1 and 2. I got 3 and 4. And then I'll have 5, I believe, which was the Neo Geo one, special edition, limited to only, I think, 3,000 devices. So that's kind of, I thought that was pretty cool. Then they also have a regular Neo Geo one, which is not limited. That'll be numbered number 5. But and then also on the subject of these devices, I got the kind of upgraded, and again, these 2 things and the other 3 of them, when I get them, are able to run this EverSD. So the entire library of shit that I have on here will work on those little devices there. However, they will not work on this thing because this has not been jailbroken or hacked or anything yet. But I'm assuming one of these days, maybe, you know, we'll see. But in the meantime, I believe this is a nice upgrade to these other devices, which not so great, apparently. I also have the Duke Nukem home console version of this device here, I believe. I don't know if it's the EXP-R or the V, but it's the Duke Nukem like Platinum or Duke Nukem Atomic version or something like that, but it's a home console. It's got, you know, game pads that kind of resemble this thing. All right, so this one itself is the EverCade EXP-R. So this is not an EverCade, but it's made by the same company and it uses the same, I guess, technology, compatible with EverCade cartridges, as you can see. So this Tomb Raider cartridge that comes in here will also work on this device, on the Neo Geo one that I'm gonna get. This device, it'll work. As you can see, it was on there. I don't know if the controls will be any better. It's probably gonna be the same shit, but it'll work. And I think it's like the PlayStation 1 version of Tomb Raider, 1, 2, and 3. So, but again, all these cartridges work. On this, you could play vertical games because it's got like a. So if you're playing like those arcade shoot 'em ups, like 1941 or something like that, you could play it on that. But let's get into opening these horses up. Atari. I hate breaking these seals, man. You gotta do what you gotta do, I guess. I don't want to open it from up the top here because there's 2 seals that I gotta bust open. So I'm gonna open it from here. I don't know if it matters too much, but yeah, I like to keep my shit as pristine as possible. If y'all know me, you know that fact about me. You know, I don't like missing things and crinkled up boxes and that type of stuff. You know, I get like some type of negative feeling when it comes to that. But this is why this is why I suck at opening things here. 'Cause I always want to be really careful without breaking anything. There we go. Open it through the bottom. I even, you know, you got to use the knife to slither your way in here. That way you're not using your fat fucking fingers like my ass to open the shits, you know? Because if I were to try to get in there, it would rip something. Trust me, I've done it a million times to know just to use the knife. Okay, so you got to bend it back just a little bit, but you see, like if you open it from the bottom now, these will still be sealed on the top, so I like that. All right, nothing else in here. Let's go ahead and put this to the side gently. We've got like some little paperwork here. It shows you these are all the carts I guess you could buy. It's got a little quick start guide. As you can see, you know, they come in millions of cartridges, which is cool, but that's not my forte to be, you know, collecting all types of shit like this. And if I do, I'm not gonna, you know, use them like that because I don't know. I just feel like I like this. I like the size of this. What else does this come with? This seems like there's something in here. I can't tell. Maybe it's just a USB cable or something. Yeah, it looks to be like it's just a USB cable here at the bottom. I don't need to take that. I've got a million. I mean, I'm gonna take it out, but I don't need to use it. I've got a million USB A to C cables, so that can stay in there, you know, the way it originally was intended to be. Like I said, I like to keep my shit nice and pristine. And then, oh, so this has some type of, I don't know if it's a cartridge itself or a placeholder. No, there's no hardware in here. It's just a placeholder. So it's just to protect the slot, I guess. Yeah. But like I said, this SD, EverSD, will work with this, I believe. However, I think I may have to patch the system first. So I got to put it in like some type of recovery mode and then upload the firmware. I don't think it'll work out the box. But once I patch the original software on the handheld or firmware on the handheld itself, then it'll do its thing. So I guess I'm not gonna try that now because I don't know if it's gonna like, you know, notify itself that it's trying to use. Well, I don't know. Let's just try it. Fuck it. Why not? Right? Let's just see if it works. I doubt it. I don't think it's gonna work, but I don't know what this is. Volume maybe. But it's a nice little feel. I don't know about these back buttons here. I don't think I would ever use them, but like these buttons are really shitty for the back. But as far as like a little mini kind of Game Boy style shits, this ain't too bad. I like it. So I got the start select, A, B, X, Y, some type of menu button up, down, left, right. And then, like I said, 4 of these fucking trigger buttons. Let's turn this on and see what the fuck is going on in this bitch. So power shit's on the bottom. Let's see if it loads anything. Blaze Entertainment. HyperMegaTech. I don't think it's gonna load the cartridge at all because I believe it's got to be patched. What the hell does it say? English. Choose your challenge. Easy mode? Yeah, why not? Whatever. Except, I'm sure you could change it later. So it's got a big ass legal. Oh my god. It doesn't let you just okay. A number of included titles. Okay. Okay, so this just has the basic, its own little layout here. But it's got all the Atari games on there. I don't know how you can load a cartridge. Maybe it doesn't load because it doesn't recognize it as a shit. But it's nice to have, you know, like I've got a couple of these Atari cartridges. I mean, Atari handhelds. This one, but look at the screen on this one compared to this. I guess it's about the same, honestly. But this was also, I think, Blaze Entertainment. Yeah, Blaze. So, you know, this was a 7800 and 2600, I believe. No 5200 though. And then I think this one was the at games version of the Atari Flashback Portable. And this one I believe was maybe just 2600 games. I don't know. Maybe it also had 7800 games as well. So I mean, yeah, I know what you're thinking. Like, how many times can you play these fucking terrible games? A lot. Yeah, I don't see a way to. Oh, okay. So Atari, let's go EverCade. I guess maybe let's try it. No cartridge inserted, so it doesn't even recognize the cartridge at all, even though it's clearly inserted. But like I said, I think you need some type of patch so that the shit will read it. But that's fine. Settings. Let's see, settings. Display. It's got the like the analog, you know, kind of the analog pocket interface looking shits. But I just like that it's built in because you can remove the cartridge if you want. And you can still play, you know, fucking, I don't know, man, Yar's Revenge, right? Let's play some Yar's Revenge. I don't even think I remember what Yar's Revenge is. What the hell does that say? 1981. Hey, great year to be born. All right, so I don't know. Start, I guess. Yeah. All right. I just died. Anyways, all right, we got that one out the way. I like the portability of it. You know, it's like a nice feeling, little tiny handheld. Not as good as like obviously a Retroid Pocket 5 or a fucking Ambernick, you know, the all metal shell ones, but this is pretty cool. So, all right. That's the Atari version. We can go ahead and put this back here and load it up. And I'm sure I'll get them hacked eventually one day. You know, if you guys are interested in seeing that, let me know. I'll make like an update video or something. But like I said, I know I had to hack this one. I had to put a patch on it so that it can use the EverSD. And then I had to figure out the whole ecosystem of the EverSD, which was not the most straightforward. But once you get it up and running, it's okay. It's fine. I got this one. Well, let's open up the Technos one. Same thing, as carefully as possible. There you go. Flip this little latch back like a hatchback. No? All right. There we go. It's, again, hard to see with no... And I almost stabbed myself in the eyeball doing that just now. Literally. I saw it happening like in my something vision. Third eye vision. You know. Psychic something. Premonition vision. All right, same shit. Gives you a little pamphlet. We don't need to see that. We already know that the USB shits is in here. We don't need to see that. What I am curious though, and matter of fact, because you know, this is a nice color actually. I like this blue. So, what was the other one? Red. Yeah, red and black. This is blue and white. Like I said, they got two other ones. One was Capcom. But I really like, you know, the form factor here. I like the little shell here. What I want to do is, before I turn this one on, I want to open this one up so that I have the cartridge. So if I want to try the cartridge out on here, I could play the Tomb Raider cartridge on here, on there. So let's go ahead and open this up. This looks like, I'm going to try to keep the plastic on it. Because again, you know, I like all my shit as closely preserved as possible. So we'll just slice the outer condom. hand cramping up. Hell. Okay, it's not cutting properly. I don't want to tear it. And I don't want to carrot. Because I don't care it all. Guys. Oh, all right. So from here, hopefully, okay, yeah, that's what I wanted. Exactly what I wanted to happen. I wanted to keep the outer layer protected, sealed. And just that little flap will be, open. So it says retro gaming leveled up. EverCade EXP-R. Let's go ahead and open this horse up. Bend it a little bit. You got some safety information, a bunch of crap, how to charge it, blah, 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 whatever. We're not here for that. Or are we? This is the device itself. This looks significantly better than the original one. I don't know what's in here. Oh, yes, obviously the Tomb Raider cart is in here. And then underneath is the USB-A to USB-C. Shits. I kind of don't want to open this Tomb Raider cartridge because it's already sealed. I guess I'll open it. Why not? I was gonna say I have the Duke Nukem cartridge for the other shit somewhere, but I don't know where it is. I don't think this is gonna be like, worth a bunch of money or anything like that. So, which is usually why I keep things sealed, because I feel like maybe one day it'll be collectible. It's always better to have it sealed and to have it wide open. But I doubt that this is gonna be one of those things. So we're gonna open it. Fuck it. Worst case scenario, I buy another one. Sure, Tomb Raider has like 1 million fucking copies of it. Besides, until they hack this, I'll have nothing to play, right? So, and this one I can't even keep the plastic on, I'm guessing. I mean, I could try, but doing more damage with the knife than I am just trying to keep this shit preserved. Whatever. And this doesn't help that this knife is not sharp anymore, even though I sharpened it, a little while back. Alright. Good enough, right? I guess that's kind of still sealed a little bit. So this, it's not. Whatever. Anyways, so this is an original EverCade cart. It's got the, that's what's cool about these. It's got like little pamphlets and whatnot. So you got like, the instruction manual, full color, that kind of thing. Set this here. Oh. Crack it open, see what the fuck is going on in this bitch. So it's got full color, which is rare nowadays. They usually give you like a fucking link or something, like, what do you call those? QR codes, to see your instructions or something online or whatever. But it's nice to have, just like an old school printed manual kind of thing. It tells you how to play the game, I guess. It's pretty cool. It's got some, I see it's got the Capcom version, and what else is that one? Taito edition, which is a different one. So a different Taito one. Which one did I have? Technos. Okay, so there's Technos, Taito, Capcom, Atari, and Neo Geo. So, and this is the latest handheld, the EXP-R. I think this just came out in November, matter of fact. This specific handheld, and it's nice. I gotta say, it's really nice. So if I were to buy the the vertical shooters, you can actually play like this. So you could play 1942 like this. And that's kind of cool. Because you get a vertical thing. Or, you know, whatever vertical shoot 'em up games, you know, like that. Otherwise, you could switch it to this. This screen looks already better than this one. I don't know if it's the same size. Might be the same exact size. Maybe might be the same exact screen, but for some reason this one seems like it's better. So let's turn this on and see what the fuck is going on in this horse. I like the little grips on the side here. It's got the volume buttons on the bottom, USB, headphone jack. I'm not sure what this button is down here. Maybe some type of menu, or this is the menu button. I don't know what the hell this is. Nice clicky. Hey. I like those buttons. Nice and clicky. These are like rubber membrane style. Nice and clicky, nice and clicky. Regular membrane. Oh, you got the 2 triggers. So that's nice. So if that's one thing this didn't have, is 2 triggers, or 4 triggers rather. It only had 2, but they're also clicky. But these have 4, so you can play like PlayStation 1 style games, right? Because that one, you weren't really able to. All right, let's play some Tomb Raider. I don't like the fact that this is not colored the same as, you know, because it's the bundle. It should be like an exclusive, you know, cartridge, not just a regular ass cartridge. But let's go ahead and turn this on. Is that the power button? No, this is the power button. No battery. God bless America. All right. Well, we could charge this in the meantime. That cartridge is really, I mean, that slide is taking a big bite out of that cartridge. Let's go ahead and plug in one of these USB shits. I'm gonna plug in a good one. I don't want, because the other ones were just some cheap shit. This is like a good power delivery cable. So this hopefully will charge it a little bit quicker than the other shits. Oh man. In the meantime, while I try this out, I'll charge this. 4 watts. So it is accepting it. 4.7 watts. It's charging it. I don't know how long it's going to take. First, though, I do want to try this Tomb Raider cartridge on this handheld. I hope it doesn't like update it or something crazy. Well, let's see if it works. Blaze Entertainment. Well, this is the Everloader shit. So this is why like the firmware has been permanently flashed to the device. And I know I could turn off the don't show me this shit on boot, but I figure whatever. Okay, so this just has the regular Tomb Raider collection. And I guess we could start with part 1 or something. Play. And I want to say this is the PS1 version. My nose itch. Select. Start game. Another reason I didn't really want to use the cartridge itself because it's basically an SD card inside of a cartridge shell that's like rewired a little bit differently, but it saves and writes to the card itself. So you're never, like, there's no way to have like a perfect, you know, ROM. But it's fucking Tomb Raider, man. Like once it starts writing to it, you don't have a clean ROM anymore. You know, so yeah, it's Tomb Raider though. Anyways, so we'll try it now on the HyperMegaTech shits here. But let's turn this on first. We'll take the cartridge out, the placeholder cartridge. As you can see, this has actual, you know, electrical components in there. a PCB board, as the kids say, and adults also say that. So let's turn this shit on. I'll blaze your ass. Okay. So this has 15 games, right? English. Easy mode, yeah, why not? I forget. You gotta fucking accept the shits here. Alright. Okay, so that is volume. And the rear facing speakers here. So this has blackout or blockout, Crash and the Boys Street Challenge, Double Dragon, the 8-bit version of Double Dragon. So one is the arcade, I'm assuming. This is the Nintendo version. Double Dragon, oh no, the arcade. What the hell is this one then? Oh, 8-bit handheld version. 8-bit arcade. Double Dragon 2 arcade. Double Dragon 3, the Rosetta Stone, which is, I believe, this Sega Genesis version. I don't know if it's the arcade. No, it says arcade. But I think the Sega Genesis version was that one. Minky Monkey, I never heard of that. Arcade. What the hell does that say? Mysterious Zones. Dr. John something or other. Renegade Arcade. 8-bit version of River City Ransom. Super Dodgeball. Super Double Dragon, which is the Super Nintendo version. Super Spike V-Ball. Great game, by the way. Volleyball. The Combat Tribes arcade, and then Blackout. So we're going to play Double Dragon, the arcade, just to see, I don't know, what it looks like. So it's the actual arcade. I don't know how you insert a coin. Maybe one of these back buttons. I think I inserted a coin. Smart. Oh, that's the coin. Okay. Marianne just got her ass whooped. That's what she gets for being on the streets like a fucking whore. Oh, dude, that guy whooped my motherfucker. What's up? Huh? That's right. Even backwards, I'll whoop your monkey ass. Say something else. Oh, wait, he whooped my ass. You did. Anyways, that's enough of that. All right, we get it. All right. Return to the menu or something. What does that say? Save, load, controls, display, reset, quit. All right, so let's pop in this Tomb Raider cartridge. And it's hot swappable, so you don't have to like shut the whole system down or anything like that. Go to EverCade, and bam, Tomb Raider right there. So we can press A, and it'll load it up. So like I said, these are all compatible. That's kind of cool. You got a whole bunch of these systems that will, and these are hackable. So the Atari one, the Neo Geo one, probably, the Taito one, the Technos one, everything is hackable, and you can play your Ever SD shits on there. So game. Let's go ahead. Peekaboo. I see you looking ass. Not too bad, right? Compared to last time. But I can't see shit out of it still, so. But yeah, it's fucking Tomb Raider, man. Oh, what are you doing, crazy bitch? No, don't go that way, moron. It's hard to navigate in reverse here. Alright. Get your ass over there. I don't know how to jump. Oh, there we go. There we go. Alright, well, anyway, this fucking Tomb Raider and the EverCade shit, so. Pretty nice. I like it. So far, anyway. I don't know. I'll have to play around with it a little bit more just to get a better feel for it. See if if it's worth having in this little tiny plastic toy form factor, which I kind of don't mind, but I do like those all metal handhelds that I got by Ambernick and Retroid and even Analog. I got that Analog Pocket all metal shell one. I've got my chrome whatever the hell that thing, chromatic Game Boy thing that's magnesium shelled. So I've got a lot of ways to play all these games that I will never play ever in my entire life, guys. I don't even know why I buy all this shit other than to just collect it, to share it with y'all. I guess that's really the main reason, just to have some content for my alleged channel, which it's really just an excuse to talk to y'all, hang out a little bit in the chats, that kind of thing. I don't really have a channel, per se. I mean, I do, obviously. And I'm thankful for every last one of y'all niggas, but, I'm not like a fucking YouTube slut or something like that, right? Oh, please subscribe. Please pay me some money, guys. Anyway. Okay, let's see if this thing has charged enough to at least play it. Maybe I'll keep it on the charger. It's still charging at 4.2 watts. What? Let's try to turn it on. I don't know. Look, the button is glowing. That's kind of cool. I didn't notice that earlier. Let's see if it turns on. I don't think I'm pressing it. Oh no, that's not even a button. Is it? No. It's not a fucking button. It's just an LED indicator. I'm over here pressing it. This is the power button. So let's try that. Nice. Okay, so it does come on. Pause. All of you fucking guys. I hope it doesn't make me sign like a fucking non-disclosure agreement like all the other ones did. You guys got a little intro. Where's the volume? Turn this up all the way. I'm all the way up. Right? English. What the fuck does that say? Connect to Wi-Fi. Get your ass out of here. Nigga, who the fuck you think you're talking to? Skip that. I'll never connect none of this shit to Wi-Fi. Skip Wi-Fi setup. Yep. Who the hell you think you are? Okay. Accept the end user license agreement here. Sign my life away. And accept that. No cartridge inserted. So let's go ahead and insert a cartridge. Our handy dandy Tomb Raider. Nice. So right away it loads up. That's pretty cool. You don't have to load it manually. But so far, I actually like this screen. I think significantly better than this one. Where's my pirate cartridge? I mean, completely legitimately backed up games cartridge. Let's do a side-by-side comparison. And we'll see just how... Because I believe this one was older. But you know what? Honestly, this one's a little bit sharper. This has a better resolution or PPI, I guess. Let's turn this up, by the way. Yeah, I mean, see if I can find the Tomb Raider one here. So we'll hit A on here on the Tomb Raider and it'll load the Tomb Raider collection as if it's on here. See, but I think this has a sharper image. The screen looks, yeah, way better. The DPI, I think that's what I meant to say. DPI is a lot more on this one. So let's go ahead and let's see what else is on here. EXP. Okay, so you get You can unlock hidden games. That's kind of cool. I'm assuming some type of achievement or something. Block 'em, sock 'em, so you get little like side games. You know, I'm assuming if you connect to the internet or whatever. Okay, so this has a database of all the cartridges. So this is how they're trying to entice you to collect everything. They're like, "Ooh, you collected them all, huh?" You know, something like that. But I've only got one. This is not a touch screen, anything at all. So, and they, you sort them out, and then you got options, so you could do all of that. So I don't know, man. It's pretty cool, I guess. Secret. There's like a secret menu. Oh my god. What do you get? Like a fucking McDouble. Gangbang. Enter secret code. Damn. Okay. So that's kind of cool, I guess. Little egg, Easter eggs. And then they even, like, I'm assuming this is going to be updated, through the internet. So they'll tell you, hey, a new cartridge is coming out, guys. Collect them all. 508 of them. All right. Let's see. So EXP. So EXP. I don't know what EXP means, but what are you doing? Stop. All right. Let's get into Tomb Raider and let's see just exactly how that works. Same shit. Play game. Load them up. Like I said, the only thing that sucks is about these cartridges. It's like it'll write that data. So if you were ever to make a dump of your own physical cartridge, it will include like your save data and all that other shit. And it's like it's not a clean dump of your cartridge. It's like your own version. But for like software preservationists like myself, I want a completely clean, one-to-one original copy if I'm gonna make a dump of it. So far so good. It seems like it's loading maybe a hair quicker than the other one. It's not as loud as the other ones, I feel like. Let's try to turn this up as much as possible. Yeah, it's not that loud. It's kind of very quiet. And then this is a menu. What does that say? Quick save, blah, 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 display settings. What are the display settings? Aspect ratios. You could do original aspect, pixel perfect, full screen, scan lines, bezels, all types of shit. I'm going to do pixel perfect, because why the hell not? Why wouldn't I want pixel perfect? Perfect. All right, let's go back. All right, still, I don't know why it didn't load while I was doing that. It like paused the emulation. And the screen is brighter. I can already tell just from looking at the other screen. I mean, through this screen, but not too bad. Not too bad. The D-pad feels all right. Pause. Okay, start running. Come on. Where are you dying? All right. So yeah, Tomb Raider. I got hit by a dart. And she sharded. Alright. Well, it's fucking Tomb Raider, guys. Screen looks alright. It's not bad. It's very quiet, though. Like, this is not a loud console by any means. Yeah, the speakers are real low. How did I dodge all these darts? Controls? No, Mac. Yeah, this is very... The speakers really suck on this. I could barely hear it, The other shits was a lot louder. Yeah, that's not loud at all. Anyways, that's about it. you would think that if you press this button, you know, instead of shutting down, it would like just turn the, like, okay, put this shit to sleep. But I don't think it did that. I think it actually, what am I hearing? Is this? Okay, this is on. So that's kind of weird, because I thought I turned this off. Huh. Yeah, see, even this one is way louder. Or maybe not. I mean, a little bit. I don't know. I guess it's about the same. So yeah, it just turned itself completely off. It didn't like put it to sleep or something like that, which that would have been a nicer feature. Yeah, I guess it's about the same. Anyways, that's about it, y'all. Let's turn this off, I guess. Unless this is the sleep. No, I don't know what the fuck this T is. I guess we could read the instructions. T is for Tate. I don't know what the hell that's supposed to mean. Tate? Like Andrew Tate? Best in Tate? What does that mean? Oh, maybe, okay, I see what it is. If you're playing a game that's vertical, you hit the Tate button, whatever the fuck. Why would it be Tate? And it'll rotate. Oh, rotate. Ah, I fucking get it now. That's stupid. Tate mode. Okay. Hold 2 seconds for power. Plug, play. Yeah, it doesn't say anything about going to sleep. Be nice if it could just, you know, put it to sleep. And then pick up where you left off without shutting it completely off or saving or anything like that. And of course, no, I mean, I gave you the USB cable, but not the actual AC adapter. So that's, I don't like that this, these companies nowadays are doing that. This is bullshit. But that's about it, y'all. That's all my unboxing videos for now. I'll still let this charge. Maybe I'll play some Tomb Raider. I doubt it. You know, I've had so many opportunities to try to play it, and every time I try, I just end up not. You know, I get through like one level, and then that's the end of that. I don't know if you can shut this down from. Okay, well, it shuts down if you just hold the power button. That's about it, y'all. That was the EverCade EXP-R. As well as the micro, or what the hell is this? HyperMegaTech shits. 47 minutes, y'all. And this cartridge. That's about it, y'all. Thank you for watching. See? Nice little shits. And peace